It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Dog's Window Brewery, and this is a can of their 7.2 East Coast IPA. I like the name of this. If you're new to beer, you're going to be wondering what the 7.2 is. But then again, even if you're new to beer, you're going to be thinking, that's going to be the ABV. 7.2% ABV. Certainly is. It's a 440ml can, brewed in Bridgend in South Wales. Without further ado, let's get this East Coast IPA, so we're going to be talking maybe New England IPA, out into a glass and see what we get. Lovely bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, the fruit flies are all over this one. Go on. Go mind your own business. We got a 2-finger Whitehead hazy straw coloured beer. Good levels of carbonation. Looks pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, of course, it's a dog themed brewery. And the next time that Dog's Window Brewery, they deliver beer to my house when they got something really new and exciting to show me, they bring it up from Bridgend, because it's only a 20-minute drive. But the next time, and this is a request to the owner and head brewer, is bring your dog with you. Let me see this dog of yours. Unless he spends all his time sitting in the window all day. So before I really look at the colour and get the aroma and get the flavour, I'm desperate. You can see I'm swirling the beer around in the glass, in the can to get into the glass. But a lot of these beers from these New England styles, they really need the whole can of beer in the glass to get all of that sediment in, to get a little bit of that yeast in. You can see a little bit of that yeast there floating around on the side of that glass. It's what the brewer wants. The brewer wants for their beer to perform, of course, especially when it's going on camera. So it's only fair then that we swirl up that yeast, because gravity, you know, that thing that's holding us on the earth, is always pushing the sediment to the bottom of the can here. So it's important to swirl it around and get it into the can. That said, we have a amber hazy coloured beer with a 1-finger Whitehead. Good levels of carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Tutti frutti. Spicy, peppery. Orange, tangerine, a little bit of marmalade, passion fruit, mango. It smells fantastic. The aroma is fantastic on this beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. You might have seen a little wince then. You might have seen a little wince as I took a mouthful of beer and drank the beer. Now, I'm not sure if some of you can hear, but I'm slightly under the weather. I can breathe in and out, I can smell, I can taste. So that's not going to be any reflection on the beer review. But I've just got swollen glands. I got these great big swollen glands in my throat, and I'm struggling to really open my mouth really wide. I've taken some ibuprofen this morning, and it's released it a little bit. But as I swallow and as I get my mouth around this beer, it's a little bit painful. So you might have seen me wince. I'm not wincing because of the flavour of the beer. The flavour of the beer is terrific. I'm just in a little bit of pain. I don't know what's going on. I had one of those tests and it come through negative. So So I'll be able to go on my daily walk today. I'm just struggling to swallow a little bit here. But what I'm picking up is a little bit of pineapple, mango, citrus, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. It's a lovely beer. I like the little bit of zing of carbonation. Now what this style of beer, you can either go really soft with not much carbonation at all, these East Coast IPAs, New England IPAs, or you can do the same thing, brew the same beer but put a bit of carbonation in there. And I really don't know where I lie with what I prefer. I think if you want to talk about crushable, smashable New England IPAs, then I generally think there's a little bit more oat in them. They're a little bit creamier and the carbonation level is lower. So you're really able to just smash these beers down. What I'm experiencing with this drink is that it's a little bit lighter in the body and it has more carbonation. The carbonation helps to push the beer around the inside of the mouth and release more of that flavours. And that's a benefit for the palate. But at the same time, it stops it being slightly so crushable, slightly so smashable. It's what the absolutely top draw brewers do in the UK, your Verdants, your Cloudwaters. They've been able to manipulate their beers where they've been able to drop the carbonation level a bit, so it's just more chuggable, it's just more smashable. I'm not taking anything away from this beer whatsoever. It's just the way that they've brewed it. There's a little bit more flavour coming through because the carbonation is pushing that beer on the inside of the mouth. The carbonation is exploding and pushing the beer around, and you're getting more of that flavour. So there's more of a taste experience going on, which is a massive benefit. But some might see this as a downside where you're not able to chug the beer back as much as if you wanted to do that. I mean, I'm not sure everybody wants to chug their beer back in 20 seconds. It seems a bit of a waste, don't it? But I think you all know where I'm coming from. It's a wonderful beer. It is a wonderful beer, this. It's passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, a little bit of sweet malt to begin with, a little bit of hop, tiny bit of hop bitterness on the back end. So really nicely balanced beer. All the flavours in the middle. Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite terrific, actually. Quite terrific. Right, so we got the malt is Maris Otter, Pilsner and Oats. The hops are Cascade, Racao, Columbus and Amarillo. And the yeast is Kveik, Voss Kveik yeast. Right, I spoke to a brewer about this. And this, I may have the answer straight away. Now, a lot of people are led to believe that the Kveik yeast does its job in a day or two. And apparently the Norwegians who came up with this yeast say, yes, it'll do the main bulk of the work in 24 or 48 hours, but it's best to leave it a little bit longer, maybe a day or so longer, just to mop up any residual, just to really make sure, just to really kind of... I think the Kveik yeast has got this reputation of being a yeast that's really easy to work with, which it is, but that it's really quick and you can turn around your beers really, really quick. Whereas I think you still need that little bit of patience. Certainly from what my Norwegian brewer friend was telling me the other day, you just need a little bit more patience with the Kveik yeast because it's still mopping up residuals and bits and pieces towards the end of the fermentation. So give it a little bit more time. Maybe that will lower the level of the carbonation, or maybe just the Kveik yeast is it's going to make your beer quite carbonated because it's so aggressive going through the sugars in from the malt that's been extracted. But I like it. I really do. I like it enough to give it, actually, for taste and taste alone, it's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.